This is a video about things I no longer buy. It's kind of related to minimalism and eco-friendly and just saving money, but they all kind of intertwine and are almost the same thing. So minimalism, the main idea is to buy less, choose well, and make it last instead of buying a bunch of different things for a bunch of different products. You'll see when I explain it further in the video. But here are a couple things that I have stopped buying. Makeup palettes. I no longer buy makeup palettes because I often would just use one or two colors in it and the rest of the colors would just be sitting in my drawer and not being used. And a part of minimalism is I think everything in your house should be used. Otherwise, why do you have it? It just creates extra clutter. Foundation. I stopped wearing foundation probably like 2 years ago. I try to now focus on, instead of trying to cover up the problems with my skin, I try to fix the problems with my skin. That's kind of a metaphor for life as well. Instead of trying to just cover up the problems, let's get in there and try to fix the problem. Exfoliators. I no longer buy in-store exfoliators because one, you can make it at home with just some oil and sugar and rub that on your body. Or what I have is a dry brush. It's another way to exfoliate your body. And you just rub it on your skin like that and get all that dead skin off. Makeup remover wipes. I try to avoid now buying one-use items, meaning I use it once and then throw it away. What a waste, don't do that. So instead of makeup wipes, I use coconut oil, and I know everybody's skin type is different, but this works for me. It works great, gets off all the mascara, and it keeps my skin moist. Number 5 is nail polish. I still wear nail polish, however, I told myself I can't buy anymore until I use up the nail polishes I already have, because I'm sure, like, I was a really bad collector of nail polish. Every time I went to Target, I'd pick up a different color and usually just wear it once or twice, and it just get old and gross sitting in my drawer. When was the last time you remembered you finished up a nail polish? Think about it. I no longer go to the hairdresser. I learned to style my hair all on its own, and I think minimalism is also about trying to do less. It's not just about owning less. So every day I just wake up and my hair's done and I can move on with my day. And it also saves so much money doing it on your own. I no longer buy bottled soaps. I will either use a bar of soap, because that is gonna last you way longer, it's way cheaper, and it comes in a paper container, so it's better for the environment. So it's like a win-win, and you can just put it in like a little soap box, and that keeps it from getting like gross and germy. And then I also use Dr. Bronner's soap, and it has a lot of great uses, so I will just squirt some of this onto my loofah. And sometimes I do mix it with oil because it can be drying for the skin, and I like to keep my skin moist. And this is very concentrated, so this will last you a very, very long time. I no longer buy over-the-counter painkillers. Yeah, I feel like over-the-counter painkillers are just, I feel like when I take it, I have to take other medications to kind of counteract the side effects that over-the-counter pain meds give me. And I've learned that there's so many different ways to handle pain. Meditation actually really works. I did that earlier for my cramps. And depending on the kind of pain you have, applying ice or applying heat, this is a heating pad, can really, really help. And there is also CBD oil, and edibles really help with that too. I no longer buy face lotions because most of these lotions in the stores are all water, and I'm not paying for water, okay? Instead of face lotion, what I use is oils. I have used several different oils over the years, like vitamin E oil, just plain coconut oil, and since it's winter, I add a little bit of castor oil with this. Ooh, my skin is moist. And I feel like the vitamin E oil really helped with my dark circles, because I used to look like a sleepy bitch all the time. I no longer buy paper towels. Once again, single-use items, use it, throw it away. I don't want to do that anymore. So instead in the house, we have cloths to wipe down the counters and everything. And then if you don't have to buy like these kind of cloths, you could literally, this was a towel, like a body towel that I literally cut up into a bunch of different scraps. and it made about 10 of these. Or also cutting up an old t-shirt works as well. And then you just throw it in the washer and reuse it. Knickknacks. I no longer buy knickknacks. Every time I'd go into TJ Maxx or Marshall's, I'd be like, oh, look at this little owl, whatchamacallit, that'll look good on my desk. And now I'm more of like, everything in my home has a use. It's not just to like take up space and take up clutter. So if I go on vacation, I'm never a person that will bring back just like a little trinket. It will usually have a use for it. I no longer buy sugary drinks. They're just not good for you. Sugar's not good for you. If you didn't know, I'm telling you now, sugar's not good for you. The only thing I really drink is water, milk, and tea. And I really think cutting out sugary drinks is something that helped me with my fitness journey. Bottled water. I think this is the easiest change to make. You just gotta get yourself a canister like this, and I've had this for years. Water is free, people. You shouldn't be paying for water. What are you doing? Paying for water? It's free. Yeah, I carry that everywhere, and it helps me also stay hydrated throughout the day, which is good for your skin and your overall health. I no longer buy mouthwash. I actually had a dentist tell me that like mouthwash is like fake news. It doesn't really do everything that it says it does. So my dentist recommend using hydrogen peroxide. You're gonna dilute this with equal parts water. So I keep a shot glass in my medicine cabinet, and I'll put half hydrogen peroxide and half water, swish it around in my mouth for a while, maybe like a minute, and then rinse. It actually says on here that this is it says oral rinse mix with equal amounts of water. Swish around the mouth for at least 1 minute and spit it out. Do not swallow. Do it 4 times a day, daily, after meals, or before bedtime, or as directed. You can read it yourself if it will focus. I don't think it will. Oh, yeah, see? And this has multiple uses. It's good for cleaning cuts as well. I no longer buy several different cleaning products for my home. Like I don't buy like a bathroom cleaner. I don't buy an all-purpose cleaner. I don't buy a separate floor cleaner. I missed my hand there. I buy Dr. Bronner's. This has multiple uses. I use it for a multi-purpose cleaner. This is just like a little bit of the soap and some water, and it is great for that. I've also used this to clean the bathroom head to toe. I use this to clean out the cat litter boxes. I use this for everything. Because one time I was cleaning the bathroom with bleach, and like I could not breathe for the rest of the day. It like hurt. So after that happened, I was like, oh no, I'll find an alternative. I no longer buy aerosol sprays like Febreze, just because you can make those at home for so much cheaper. So I have another spray bottle, and this is alcohol with some water and essential oils. I put frankincense in this one. And if you don't have alcohol, you can use vodka as well. Come on. Don't embarrass me. You know how squirt bottles work. I don't buy wet pads like Swiffers. I have one of those ones where you mop the floor and you throw the mop in the washer. Once again, reusable. It's not just one use and throw it away. And for floor soap, Dr. Bronner's. You just mix like literally like 2 drops in maybe like a liter of water. Oh my gosh, and that's all you need. I no longer buy new books because I found that on eBay you can get books for a quarter of the price. For example, in the store in Barnes & Noble and on Amazon, this book was $17, and on eBay it was $4 with free shipping. Also, borrowing books is an option, and getting a library card as well. There is this library app called Libby, and you can actually download books. You still rent it, so you can download a book for 2 weeks or an audio book for 2 weeks. It's free, it's great, do it.
Do it.
Something else I stopped buying is alcohol. I'm just not that into drinking that much anymore. If I do have alcohol, it's usually at a party where the beer is free. Or if someone buys me a drink, I'm not gonna say no. That would be rude. But yeah, saving so much money there. And once again, it's really good for your health, and it will help you lose weight and reach your fitness goals. I no longer buy Tupperware just because I realize when you go out to eat a lot, you get free Tupperware. Like I always save those Waba Grill Tupperwares because it's perfect for meal prep because it's the perfect size for one meal. I no longer buy mugs. I used to collect so many mugs. Once again, anytime I went to Target or TJ Maxx, I'd pick up a mug from my collection. And I'm not really into collecting anything anymore. So I have about 3 mugs, and all 3 of these mugs were gifts. Going back to the knickknacks thing, I don't buy souvenirs. I don't know, they just don't have a point to me. I just don't like things that just sit there. I no longer buy vinyls or DVDs or any sort of physical media. I used to collect vinyls for about 2 years, but I moved last year, and so my vinyls were in storage in the garage, and I never even thought to open them up and listen to them because I really didn't care, because they're so inconvenient, they're so expensive, they're so heavy. I was just over it. Spotify, man. I have kept a few that I really like. If I really like the cover art, like I really like this one, and this album means a lot to me. So, you know. Minimalism isn't about just getting rid of everything. It's about keeping only the things that you absolutely love. I no longer buy tampons. I use a Diva cup. It is a little cup. I would show you, but it's kind of gross looking. Like, you know when you put like spaghetti in a Tupperware, and it kind of like, yeah, you get the picture. So you just stick it up there for 12 hours and you dump it out, rinse it off, put it back in. And I love this, especially when I was, had to go to work in an office. It was easy to just put it up there in the morning, not have to worry about it until I got home. And so you're only dealing with blood twice a day. And you can sleep in it as well. It is a miracle. It saves so much plastic, and you'll save so much money, and it lasts forever. It's silicone, like medical grade or surgeon grade silicone, something like that. So it's safe. I no longer buy magazines. I just think I just don't read them. I used to collect them all the time and hang a bunch of photos on my wall, but now they usually just collect dust, so I'm like, don't need that. I don't buy cat toys anymore because cats don't really care about cat toys. My cat likes to chase reflections or light reflections or lasers, or I'll just take a ball of string and roll it up for them and let them play with that. I know it's cliche, but I don't buy purses anymore. I just don't have the need for it anymore because I try to carry less stuff on me when I go out. I used to be the type of person that would carry their makeup with them, carry all of the credit cards and all the stamp cards that they've ever collected in their wallet with them, and just a bunch of extra shit that I didn't need. So I just have a little clutch wallet and the main cards that I use and some cash. That's it. And trendy fashion. If you buy something that's only going to be fashionable for the season, you're not going to wear it again, and it's just going to sit in your closet and not get used. My clothes are pretty basic and simple, but I'm still cute. So my main wardrobe is, what Starbucks baristas wear? That's kind of my jam. Just grays, blacks, blues, whites. And I no longer buy toner. If you're not using toner for your skin, you're missing out. It really just changes everything. So this is my toner. It is with, so once again, multi-purpose use. It's with apple cider vinegar and water and some tea tree oil. And tea tree oil is really good for acne. And I also don't buy bleach anymore. What I have been using is vinegar. I don't have any more regular vinegar, but you can use apple cider vinegar as well. But adding vinegar to your laundry really helps take out any stains, and I have white sheets on my bed, so and there are still some changes that I would like to make. I would like to stop using plastic toothbrushes just because plastic is so bad for the environment. It makes me kind of mad, how much, we haven't realized that we've been using plastic. And once you kind of start taking account for how much plastic we use, ugh. So I'd like to switch over to bamboo toothbrushes. And I've heard those last a lot longer and they're way better for the environment. And I would also like to stop buying disposable razor heads. I stopped buying disposable razors about a year ago, and I just bought the razors with the replaceable razor And so I bought the razors with the changeable razor blade heads, and I want to take it a step further and get a safety razor. I would also like to stop eating fast food, just because that's also very single use. You buy it, you eat it, you crumple up and you throw it away. I find that eating at home also just saves so much money. It also helps you get closer to your fitness goals, and it helps save the environment. I need to also get better about using plastic bags when I go to the grocery store. My reusable bag, I would always get a plastic bag just so I wouldn't have to like struggle carrying out things to my car. But when I forget my reusable bags, I just don't get a bag. I will just keep everything in my cart, bring it to my car, put everything in my car, and then when I get home, I can put it in this bag and carry it in the house. And those are all the things that I have stopped buying. If there's something else that you think, you know, is unnecessary to buy, leave it in the comment section down below. And if you like this video or want more videos about minimalism, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye.